Hi everyone, it's Knowess International here. My name is Ida. I'm the founder of Knowess International. Maybe in the last videos you heard about Knowess blog. Well, the name is changed. And we have a new logo too. Of course, there are more changes coming soon, so just follow us to be informed on all updates of Knowess International. Knowess International divulges information about tourism, hospitality and gastronomy. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're working in one of these sectors, or if you are a passionate, follow Knowess International on all social media. We will post periodically a lot of contents talking about different topics and matters. Today we are talking about feedback and reviews. How to handle feedback. If you are an owner of a restaurant or a hotel, watch this video until the end, which can be very useful for handle the feedback. High scores are essentials to keep high the KPI. The KPI is the key performance indicator. Therefore, reviews are very important for all properties. In the last years, a lot of guests are writing comments aimed to express their own opinion related to their visit to hotels, restaurants, or touristy highlights. Happy and unhappy guests wants to write about location, service, staff, quality, and price. There are many platforms where it's possible to check the standards about hotels and restaurants. The most popular, of course, are TripAdvisor and Google, and Booking.com for hotels. Many business activities have a feedback form which can be filled up directly on the own website. So there are feedback everywhere. Feedback are very important. And at this point, I want to just ask you, how many times do you check feedback before to book a room or before to book a table at the restaurant? Almost most of the time, isn't it? Well, your guests are doing the same. Reviews are giving expectations to future guests, and this is part of their journey if we are talking about pre and after guest journey. Of course, a good score on all platforms will give a very positive impact to the business. Nevertheless, keeping the KPI high is one of the most important goals to achieve for most of the companies. But let's check now the two kinds of feedback in details. There are internal and external feedback. Just a quick explanation. External feedback are visible online, are active and traffic relevant. Instead, internal feedback are visible to the staff only, are passive and improvement relevant. Let's talk first about external feedback. External feedback are published directly by guests. We can talk about active feedback because guests, they decide by themselves to publish their own opinion. The intention is to write a comment or to evaluate by leaving a score. In any case, all feedback published on the platforms, they are influencing the foot traffic. At this point, they are very important for the revenue generation. Alright, now let's understand more about internal feedback. Internal feedback are created directly by the property. This kind of feedback are always sent to the guest directly by the property after the guest journey, with the purpose to double check if the guest was happy. Because the guest will express their own opinion after receiving the mail, we can talk about passive feedback. Normally, internal feedback are remaining internal in the business because the purpose is not always to publish them. Instead, the person in charge of the quality or the owner will use all internal feedback to improve the services, to improve the standards. In both cases, for internal and for external feedback, the most important step to follow is to answer all feedback. The point is to answer in appropriate manner and to take advantage by considering all comments and scores. The answer is very important. Always answer to any single feedback. It is very important to thank the person and to give a response. The answer must be professional and personalized. Please avoid to use generic templates, which are impersonalized and there is the risk to resemble like a bot. Any single feedback needs attention, and guests are writing because they want to be considered. They are taking the time to write to you, to your business, because they want the same consideration back. They are expressing the opinion. Well, it is fair to take the time to reply them back. Regarding the negative feedback, it is very important to remain always polite and professional. In this case, find out the guest story and double check if there were some problems, some issues during the stay or during the dinner. Double check with the related department, double check with all person involved, and try to understand the reason for the bad score given or for the bad comment written. Afterwards, try to elaborate a very polite and professional answer. Apologize and, very important, be empathic to the guest. Instead, if there were no reason for a bad score, which sometimes can happen, you think that the negative feedback was not fair, ask gentle to explain why he wrote something negative. You can also try to contact them directly if you have the phone number, for example, and try to have a second chance. You can always allow the guests to re-evaluate your standards. Normally, unhappy guests, they do always appreciate a quick phone call because that means that you really care and you really want them to leave your property happy. Sometimes it can happen a misunderstanding. We are all people, especially if people are talking different languages, or maybe if in the property there were a lot to do that day. Sometimes it can happen a small misunderstanding. Anyway, by contacting the guest, you can clarify the situation and you can also offer a compensation if you think it's worth. Another important point concerning feedback: take advantage. Always take advantage. Use any single comments to understand which departments or services can demonstrate a lack, which departments are doing a great job. Focus on the problem and try to solve them. If you are doing constantly this procedure, you will always understand all weak points and improve them. Of course, check also what is great in your hotel, what is always fantastic, and keep the same standard. But what if there are problems which cannot be solved? Sometimes there are problems or issues related to the location or to the property. In this case, play in advance. Inform all the guests already. Be clear to the guests. Be always fair and clear. And try to let them leave happy despite the inconvenience. What do you think about reviews? I know sometimes it's not easy, especially if you think that guests have been unfair. Let me know your opinion, or let me know the most weird comments you received during your career. You can find more information about this topic in the article How to Handle Feedback, available on our website knowessblog.com under the category Novi Keys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments which topic you would like to watch on this channel. Knowess International is specialized in tourism, hospitality and gastronomy, and we are talking about this topic at 360 degrees. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on all social media. See you with the next video. Knowess International, the global mindset.